Good morning, good morning. It is Magical Monday, and we are here at the Painted Garden. We're going to paint and have a lot of laughter and maybe even finish up a painting. So, today we are going to paint Mr. Rooster here. Is he not adorable? I think he is absolutely adorable. Um, I I'm still working on how to put pictures in my description. I might have to just give you a link. I don't know how to do those kind of things. Still working on it. So my advice to you is go online and find whatever rooster or chicken that you like, print it off, and just paint that one. Okay? Don't overthink it. I overthink things all the time. It's not worth it. It's all good. Just go with the flow. It's easy. All right? All right. Well, with that being said, we are going to learn how to paint this adorable little rooster, and you're going to find out how easy peasy it is. Actually, I think I might have painted him once before, but I don't remember. So, anyway, let's flip down here. Okay, so here is Mr. Rooster. He is um, oops, I did something wrong. Sorry. All right, so here is Mr. Rooster, and what I've done, because I still don't have any, um, oh my gosh, the copy paper. It's not copy paper. I cannot even remember what it's called. This is what menopause does to you. Or pickles. Pickles comes in. My little squirrel friend takes my thoughts away. Carbon paper. Okay, so what I did was I scribbled on the back. I just use a pencil. Don't do anything crazy. Kind of lay it on its side. Just, just do it. It's all good. Okay. And then what we're going to do is I've split my piece of paper in half because this is more like a 5x7 size because we're just doing a simple, adorable rooster and we don't have to use a lot of paper. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my ink pen and we're going to draw on whatever lines you need. Okay. If you feel like, oh my gosh, I need every single line, then you do you and you draw every single line. Okay? Everybody needs a little bit more help than others. Um, I mean, technically speaking, I guess, I can freehand this, but I don't want to. So I'm just kind of putting in whatever lines I need. This is either like deja vu or I really truly have painted this rooster before. This is a dark spot, so I'm going to paint it. Draw those in. So we're going to go with maybe it's deja vu. These are feathers. So this is here. And then see when I pick it up how much is there. Now you need to decide how much detail you need, okay? Me, I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it, okay? So I'm going to take this off. Now, because I kind of want to keep some of the lines, this is well, I'm hoping, my other set is waterproof. These are not saying waterproof, I just got them. I have fallen in love with these new these new journals from Archer and Olive, and really love them. But these pens were half off, and they come in different sizes. But my other set actually are waterproof, so let's hope these are waterproof. Okay, so to make them kind of look like feathers, I'm just kind of, because a lot, like, I kind of want to say flick them down. Okay, don't overthink it. Remember what I said, don't overthink it. All I did was copy this onto here. I'm just making it a little bit more bold so I can have nice little lines that aren't going to disappear. Plus it'll give it like a hint of kind of like an outline, sort of. I don't know. I don't know if you want to call it an outline. Either way, it's all good. And it looks like I didn't do this quite right. Like right here, it looks like this goes up here. So this right here, I'm going to actually make it go up in there. It's okay. I don't even want to call it a boo-boo. Oh, this thing, I don't know what this is. So we're going to kind of do this little, I don't know. I don't know what it is. So this, oops, I guess we did forget a line. It's okay. We're just going to kind of wing it. Dun, da, da, da. See, good enough. No worries. What I said, we're not stressing. We are not stressing. Okay, so now we have this. I'm going to leave this right here so you can see it. And then I have my paints. Okay. And a brush somewhere. So the colors that I'm going to use, you can kind of see. We're going to use this reddish color. We'll use a couple of the browns. This looks kind of orange, so it might be this color with a little brown mixed in. My paintbrush, oh my word, needs a haircut, something fierce. I wish I had some scissors, some mighty scissors. Oh, I do, in my little drawer. Okay, so this is a side note. When you have little hairs that want to stick out, like what I do is I kind of pull these other ones that aren't. Okay, I can't see them. Ah, there they are. And I just trim them off. Okay? Just give it a haircut. It's all good. And this one right here on the tip has always been bugging me. So, okie dokie. See? Now you know what to do when your paintbrushes are crazy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just kind of going to touch a couple drops of water into the colors I think I'm going to use. Cool thing about these is they'll dry. If you are not doing them, no worries. I like this color. I don't know if we'll use it or not, but I like it, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, now, then we'll dry off our paintbrush. I was just noticing, these are cool little ink pens. They have, oh, I thought it told me how much ink. Forget it. See? Squirrel. Okie doke. So I have this. I'm trying to get it so you can see it all. Oh, I have a better idea. So I'm going to cut this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah. There we go. We'll move this here. Okay? This is just our reference, okay? If I wanted a photo, I would just print this off. I mean, I did print it off, but then I would keep it, and that's what I would put in my book, because, you know, if I wanted a photo, that's what I would do. But we don't have to have a photo. So, I'm going to try. Oh, see, there we go. I'll make this a little smaller. We're going to put it right there. All right. Yay. Okay, see, I put on my eyes. Okay, so what we're going to do is right in through here. Okay, I'm just going to start from the top and work my way down. Don't ask me why. I don't have necessarily a rhyme or reason. Okay, it's because what I want to do. The cool thing, I have been learning a lot about watercolors. See how this is darker? Don't worry, we're going to make it darker. Is that when you want it thinner for watercolors, what you do is you have more water. Okay, when you have less water, then it gets darker. Okay, see where I put, oops, I just touched it. Okay, so I'm just, right now, I'm going to tell you, I would call it blocking it in. Except I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, just so I know where my colors are. How about we do that? Okay. And this is watercolors, so it takes water. If you were with me last week and you saw me paint the cow, you know it's all about let's just keep it loose and light and fun. We don't need to overthink it. Life is crazy, so let's not add to it by stressing out. Okay? Right now, just pretend it's a coloring book. Okay? Up here is still very wet. You can kind of see the reflection of the water in there and just kind of pulling it out. Then, like see in here, it's a little bit, it's like a highlight. So I'm just going to dab it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're going to let this dry. We're going to let this dry and then we'll come back to it. Okay, so you don't even have to dry it off too much. In through here, this is like a rusty color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this because I'm going to make it right here. There is this brownish color. That's great. Okay, so I'm going to add some this reddish brown, which is probably burnt sienna. Ooh, a hot flash. I can't see. My glasses are steamy. Okay, so what we're doing is we're mixing, mixing, mixing. Oops. Okay. Then we're going to, I'm going to take this off. Okay, so then right in through here, see how it's nice and dark? So I'm going to take this color, but I'm also going to take a little of this darker color and mix it in. Ooh, I literally cannot see. And mix it in with this. But still have this. And it's not very rusty, but it's okay. So I'm going to start here, kind of keep the wispy. Okay? See these lines? Because what we're going to do is we're going to actually, I think, put some red in there. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of red, mix it in with this color. Okay, then where, like you can see here where I don't have paint, that's where I'm going to kind of tag in a little bit of red. Just to give him a little life, a little depth. Okay, and then I'll pull these down. And I'm using the tip of my brush, just the tip, and I'm barely touching. Okay. Oh yeah, I like it. Nice. Okay, now we're going to add in some other colors. We're just going to make him nice and fun. And then we're going to go back and add in an extra few details. This right here is probably black, but black is an intense color, so I try not to use it a whole lot. I have this really dark blue, which is probably a form of Payne's gray, which is actually a dark blue. See how when I add the blue, I don't know if you can see that. See how it's more of a blue, okay? Then if I'm only using black, this is, you see the difference between the black and the blue, okay? See right here, this is black, this is the Payne's gray. So I'm going to take a little more blue, and then that, see how right here, we're just going to give him a little more depth. We're just kind of going to pull this in. And it's very dry, so I'm going to go ahead and add in this. I just touched some water, kind of stick it in here. All right, then I can use my black. There we go. And then I'm gonna pull it upward, but I'm gonna dry it a little bit. There we go. There, look how he's coming to life. I like him. Alrighty. Now, we're going to go back and we're going to, oh, we got to add his beak. We're going to add his beak. So his beak, we're just going to, if you look right in here, it's kind of a reddish yellow. We'll start with yellow first. Just give it some yellow. Okay, and then we're going to add in some stuff. We're going to let this dry. Okay, remember what I said in watercolors. If you want it lighter, you use more water. If you want it darker, you don't always have to add color. You can add just more paint with less water. Okay, now, so if you look in here, see how it's really dark in through here? This is where we're going to start to add a little darkness. Now instead of just paintbrush lines, I'm kind of dabbing where I want to go because this is pretty dark. But if you're watching the color theory classes on Tuesday, rather than use black, the color across from red is green. This is the color we're going to use as far as making things a little darker as our shadow color. Okay, so I'm going to add some green to our red. And this in here, see how it makes it a little darker, but it doesn't make it so it looks, I don't know, too dark, I guess. Maybe that's just the word. So there's a little darkness here, a little darkness here, and then it's just kind of the tips here and there. It'll all make sense here in a minute, okay? Then definitely in through here, because this part of whatever that is, I don't remember what the words are. I have friends that tell me all the time, but I can never remember. Okay, and then in through here, we're just seeing where the darkness is. And this is just a dark color that I made with green and red. Okay, all right, now, now I want to go back to this red. And I'm going to kind of brighten some of this up. Remember, I'm not looking for a photograph. We're not looking for a photograph. We're looking for just a fun painting that that you can say that you did. You know, is it perfect? Absolutely not. I'm a firm believer that perfection is a lie that we're told our entire life. We aren't meant to be perfect. I think if you're improving, that's all that matters. And improving starts with practice. And that's how I feel. You know, I'm sure that there's going to be people that'll disagree with me, and that's fine. I think we're all entitled to our own opinion also. So it's all good. No worries. No worries. Okay, I just took a little, I'm just touching, and then a little bit of water to kind of smooth some of it out. But this right in here is kind of lighter, and so is this. So that's how we're going to remove it to give it a little highlight. All right. Then I probably took a little too much off, so I'll add a little bit more pigment just in here. But I'm going to kind of come in around it, but not on it, okay? Just kind of dab just a little. See how he's taking shape? And you already can tell he's a rooster. I mean, we drew him on from this using carbon paper or scribbles on the back. Truly don't overthink it. Okay, then we're going to add just a little bit of orange to his beak. think right in through here too, there's like a little bit of brownish color, but I don't want brown because it's too dark. So this right here, I believe is raw sienna. I should learn my colors, but you know, I love it when the kids are like, oh, that's like baby poop brown and stuff like that. Then those things stick with me. I mean, they just do. And that's probably the color of this rooster's eye. All right, so I'm going to take some yellow, kind of soften that a little. See, no worries. I think he's looking amazing. Okay, if you want, and I am going to, I want to deepen some of the darkness. So I'm going to take a little black, mix it with my red, and in through here I want to deepen that color. I think sometimes there's a time and a place for black. So I'm just going to kind of deepen some of this color, and it's wet, so it's kind of going to bleed up into it. So I'm just kind of tapping to get a little bit of extra. Don't overdo it. Just tap, tap, tap. There, see? Nice, nice, nice. I'm just using the tip. That's all I'm doing. Tip of my brush. Then in through here, because this is a super black shadow, I am going to come in here with just black. I have this adorable little art student on Thursdays. She's so much fun. We do a Zoom class together. She always has so many paintings to show me that she's done for her homework. Well, her art practice. Yeah, she's adorable. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more blue to this dark color. Oops. So I'm going to intensify this. Okay. Remember, I truly, perfection is not what I'm going for. Okay, just add a little bit in here just to give a little more darkness, because then we're going to put on a little bit more of the reddish color. Okay, so here I feel like we're losing something. I don't know what, but there we go. This is just water. Like, I've literally washed my brush. I'm kind of removing some of this paint to make it, there we go, a little bit better. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, that's all I'm going to do is just remove. It's just clean water on my brush because I'm losing some of my lightness and I don't like it. Okay? All right. So now I'm just going to play with these colors. This is, remember, the burnt sienna. I'm going to mix it with some yellow. Just stick in some colors. See how this is nice and red? I'm not going to use that because it's too dark. I'm going to clean this off. There. Alright, so I'm going to use some of this burnt sienna, but I need it to be more red. Okay? I want to add some red to it. There we go. I think I'm going to add a little yellow. There we go. And a little bit more of that. Just because I don't want it to look like a pumpkin. Okay? Then I'm going to add in some limes. Now, This right here, see how this is in the back, so it's going to be darker. So I'm going to add these in first. And I'm leaving streaks. Okay, then here I'm going to add a little bit more of this burnt color. And a little bit, I'm just kind of wiping on here, a little of the darker. Actually, could take some of this black. There we go. There. Because I still want it to look the same, like I just want to change its tone. Okay. It's a little dry, so I'm going to add a little more water. The thing about, watercolors is you gotta keep letting it have its water. It does like water. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay. Now, after this, oops, here, let's go back to my face just for a second. Okay, so when you're doing your rooster, if you feel like you want to take, a black marker, a pen, whatever tools that you like, I would encourage you to use them. There's no right or wrong. You know what? So what if it doesn't turn out? You just turn the page, okay? Brand new, you get to start all over. It's just like a brand new day. You get to start over, okay? You go to sleep and you wake up and you have all new choices to make. So that's exactly like our rooster is, if it doesn't turn out the way you think it should have turned out, well, one, maybe it wasn't supposed to turn out what was in your mind. Maybe it was supposed to turn out the way it was. Oh, yeah, it's like the light bulb going off. But the other thing is, turn the page. Forget about what you did, okay? Do your rooster or your chicken or whatever you're doing. Squirrel, rabbit, flower. Um, if you don't like it, turn the page, okay? That's why I love doing this in paper. Plus, put your date on there. You can always see um, when you did it. And maybe tomorrow it'll look much, much better. Or maybe even this evening it'll look better and you'll be so much happier. Okay? So, that being said, we're going to do a couple more little things and we will go from there. All right. So, see, he resembles, but he's not perfect. And I like that. So, what I'm going to do though is I do like how this is shorter in through here and then it gets long, and I don't like how mine is kind of all the way across. So what I'll do is I'm going to take some of the black, oops, mix it with some of this blue. I'll just mix all this. It's all good. Okay? And then I'm kind of going to go in here with a little haircut. You see how this, like I went down too far. No big deal. Okay, so we're going to chop some of this off. This is all going to go away right here. Oh yes, I like it much better already. Then right in through here, we're going to chop off some of this. Add in some more blue. Kind of come in here, look where we're going. All right, and then in here, I'm going to add in a little bit more of this darkness. That darkness is the same color that we're using. We're going to make this, we're just going to use a little tiny, just the tip of my brush. Okay, add in a little bit. Up in here is a little bit darker. There. Then I like this red, so I'm gonna, it's kind of that's a pinky red. I want to come in here and I want to brighten up a little bit of the red. Now, because we're all artists, you have the artist privilege. So, what do you like? What do you not like? What do you want to change? This is a reference. Okay, we're not interested in reproducing everything that's in that reference photo. Okay, we are making this our own now. So I'm still kind of looking at it, but So then I'm going to wash my brush. I'm just going to use a clean brush to kind of pull some of this color together. Okay? Have fun with it. Remember, that's what we're here to do, is to have fun. Ooh, I like it. What do you think? I think he looks pretty good. But we're going to add a little background. Okay? Just to make him really pop. I'm going to use this really dark green. Actually, I want this dark green. Okay? But I'm going to add quite a bit of water because I want it to be pretty light. I'm going to start out here, and as I'm running out of water, I'm just going to use the tip of my brush to go right in there beside it. I might even take some of this, whatever this color is. Oh yes, I like that. Okay. Remember, I'm adding more water because I don't want it very thick. I want it to be really clear in the background, really transparent. And then I'll just add a little more water to kind of mix them together. If you want, you can always come in here and dry parts of it. See how it takes it away. I like it. Yeah, there we go. See? Nice, nice. Look at that. See how it makes him pop? Just add in a little bit more water. I kind of want this to blend out a little. Oh yeah. Look at that. Our little rooster. I think we're going to name him Rodney. Rodney the rooster. Okay, so I have to turn it so you can see what I'm going to do. I am going to name him Rodney. Rodney the Rooster, and it is Monday, July 20th. Can you believe it? It's July 20th already. Crazy. What do you think? Let's move this. What do you think of Rodney? I like him. I would love to see yours. And let's switch here. There we go. Oops. So I would love to see your paintings. You can put them in the comments, either on YouTube, or you can also, I'm going to load this up to Facebook also. So either one. If you are on YouTube and you're watching this and you haven't liked or subscribed to my channel, it's absolutely free. I would love for you to help me build my channel, my YouTube world. It helps me to know that I'm showing you things that you want to learn about. So I am all about making it simple, making it easy to follow, and also easy for you to do at any time, because you can print off any picture, even something that you've taken, that type of thing. If you love these artworks, I would also encourage you to check out my website. I have a pen pal club called Painted Pastures that has all kinds of farm animals. It's still in the process of tweaking, but I think I've pretty much nailed down almost everything that I want to make sure is in there, as far as hand-designed collector cards and stickers and all kinds of fun stuff, and a handwritten letter. So, um, there'll probably be a few surprises here and there. But until then, I am going to just let you know that you should keep on making your life beautiful. Take a breath, let it out. Have a wonderful, wonderful, peaceful Monday and a wonderful week. And I don't know. Thank you for joining me, and I appreciate your support and your kind words. And until next time, God bless.